Today's video is going to be a sad one. Was just informed by my good friend Adam the Woo from the Daily Woo that something has changed here in Orlando. Hi everybody and welcome to the World of Micah. Today is bittersweet. Just got a text message from my buddy Adam the Woo from the Daily Woo last night telling me that the Ernest Saves Christmas House has been demolished. I was here a couple of weeks back showing its current state and what it looked like at the time, and he has confirmed that the house no longer exists. We're gonna go check it out. Might ride around and see other locations from the film. I gotta see it for myself, and I wanted to document it on my channel so you guys know and we can put an end to what has happened to the house. Now, let's take a closer look. Now, I rarely film on my phone, but I just had to do it on the phone today instead of my normal camera because, like I said, this was impromptu. I did not plan on doing this. That's how these things happen. Now, before we get to the house, I want to give you guys a little backstory like Adam did on his video. He and I became friends and started talking about things that we're into, and Ernest, Jim Varney, came up during one of the first times he and I ever hung out, and we clicked instantly. We both have a huge love for that man, and not a lot of his history is still around. Few filming locations, not many cast members from the films. We no longer have Jim himself. And when I first moved to Orlando, I found out through Adam that they filmed Ernest Saves Christmas here. I had to do my own version of the filming locations, finding a few spots he didn't get to cover on his video. And we kind of did it together in a way. And this is hard. This is really hard. The house no longer exists. They have gone in and completely demolished this house. And to me, it's super sad because I don't live in Southern California. I don't live in Los Angeles. I don't live where they film movies. Now, in the 80s, this place was known as Hollywood East. They were trying to make this place Hollywood. They were filming a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. Nickelodeon was down the street. The Disney MGM studios had a lot of stuff for the Disney Channel there. And then that kind of went away. Growing up in Mississippi, I always dreamed about one day making it to Hollywood. Well, I ended up in Central Florida. And when I found out they made movies here, I had to find a lot of them. And I have. I've done so many different filming locations in Central Florida. Ernest Saves Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, Problem Child 2 locations. Just so many different locations that mean something to me. This one hurts. This is a deep cut. This one really, really hurts. I'm seeing the house right now, or what's left, which is just gravel, and they're actually doing construction right now. They're actually doing some demolishing right now. It's almost like a death in a way. It's weird. Like, I know it's just a house, like Adam said, it's just a thing. But to us, it means something. To us, it's a huge part of our childhood. And to us, it's something that not everyone can see, in their hometown. A filming location, something that served as a filming location for one of my favorite films. And now it's no longer here. Now I can't really get too close because these guys are working, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And I hate when people are right. Last time I was here, the gentleman who lives in this house came out and told me they were going to demolish this house, and they did. He was right. I didn't think it was actually gonna happen, but it did happen. He seemed to be excited about it. I was disappointed by the news, and that was it. That was where the Ernest Saves Christmas House used to sit. Right there. All right, so I just talked to the construction guys. They're cool with me filming. This is where the house used to sit. Right here. My gosh, I can't believe this. This is history right here. Look at this. I cannot believe it. the driveway right here. Ernest parked his truck right there. The front steps were here, going into the house. It's all gone. I can't believe it, man. It's all gone. So in the movie, Ernest backs his truck out right here, and he and Santa take off down the street. Harmony Star stayed behind, and she knew that was Santa's sack. Also inside was the famous pancake scene in the morning when he was making pancakes for breakfast. But now, it's a construction site. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. This breaks my heart. I'm kind of like in shock right now looking at this. Because, you know, this is familiar. That house is familiar. And this whole street still looks the same from this side, including the school here. But when you turn around and look at this, it makes me sad. It makes me super, super sad. The last time I was here, somebody left some seashells. That about got me. I was really sad last time I was here. But that's progress, and we can't do anything about it. I think another reason why it's upsetting in a way is because that's history right there. That was a historical landmark. Before Ernest, the house was around years ago. I think it was like in the 1800s or some odd, you know, time frame. It had a lot wrong with it. It needed to be, you know, completely rebuilt. It's unsafe. You know, there's so many factors that go into these old houses. But the fact that it was used, you know, one of my favorite Ernest films, my local town Ernest film, you know, it meant something to me. It meant something to Adam. It meant something to you guys who watch these videos. So I think that's why, more or less, it hurts. And also, Adam and I became friends due to many factors. We both were in, you know, punk rock bands. Both love punk rock music, both love horror films, both love Disney, both love Jim Varney and Ernest. It's kind of an end of an era, you know, an end of an era to something in our friendship. When he texted me last night, it was almost like a death. As silly as that sounds, it was almost like a death. Seeing it gone is kind of easier than the last time I was here. Last time I was here, I was in a bad mood. Seeing the house in its current state really, really upset me. I went down, I saw it, then I started the video. And I was already in a foul mood starting the video because I saw what the current state of the house was. Shouldn't have done that, I should have. But it was real, it was a genuine reaction. And you guys can tell if you go back and watch, I was very upset. I was very, very upset. Because even though that's not my house, I feel like it belongs to me in a way. It's a piece of me. You know, that house is a piece of me. A piece of my childhood is gone. Since we're in the area, we'll visit a few other locations just to clear my head. Can't get to it because it's a detour right now. This road's closed. Right down here were the steps that Ernest walked up as the old lady, stating, "These steps might as well be Mount Everest." And we're not too far from where Ernest meets Harmony Star for the first time. Right over here, this Fifth Third Bank was used as some of the scenes for the jail. And this parking garage right here, you can be seen in the film when they bust Santa out. They come running out of this parking garage right here with Santa, and this building can be seen in the background. Busting Santa out of the slammer. Now in the film, there's a production company called Diamond World Productions. They used this building, which is now the Wells Fargo building, as the headquarters of Diamond World Productions. This was the production company that was trying to get Joe to be in their film Santa's Sleigh. Not Slay, but Slay, S-L-A-Y. There's a scene looking up at this building. Diamond World Productions, right there. It's also the building where Joe looks out the window and sees it snowing. He started to believe in Santa then. That's about the angle right there. This lake over here is the lake that was used when Harmony says it's snowing in Orlando. They get a little shot of the snow going down, and that was the lake right there. And this was the Orlando Children's Museum right here. A lot of the film took place. And I don't have any screen grabs to match up or anything, but this is where Marty would pull in, Joe's manager. Jingle bells, checkbook swells. Hey babe, park in the shade. What do you say? And in this area is where Ernest landed with the sleigh, the two elves. He was up there pressed against that glass, yelling for Santa. This is where Santa, at the very end, lets us know his name with Seth Applegate at one point. Love this movie, man. At least we still have this. This is not gonna go anywhere. Major filming locations here for Ernest Saves Christmas. Well, we came, we saw, we took care of business here today. Saying goodbye to an old friend and remembering what's left from the filming locations. There are plenty of things left, so that's a positive, but I'm still very sad. But I think our adventure for today has come to an end, which means it's time to say goodbye. This was a tough day, going out and seeing it for myself, but I had to do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure, little impromptu adventure. Shout out to my buddy Adam over at the Daily Woo for letting me know the news. I'm glad he was the one that told me first. It needed to be that way. If you guys haven't seen his episode, the link's down below. Check out his video. I'll put his filming locations, my filming locations, and his video he did yesterday showing the house being gone, an empty lot. It's demolished. It's erased from existence, as they say in Back to the Future. But it is time to say goodbye. I will see you guys on the next adventure. Until then, stay weird. Know what I mean? Goodbye.